94.7 Asempa FM so ne Ekosiisen dwumadi no asogo so awutie nti ye ko NPP head office e won kran ha kofa one press conference no e de ebrem na akomea e na de nsem bebre na atodwa se de Moti, and we are back in studio 31 minutes after 3 minutes. Ambassador Victor Smith Ewaha Yeshe Eddie and Komamenkai was yen one-on-one interview session the Consolidated Bank of Ghana Ebwayen Bell Aqua Freshman Fresh Lady Fresh Cool capsules having insecticide spray and coil and Napa and a HEPA plus mixture omunyina boa ne de eno nso ebremo me here some segment nso de bia de bremo dwumadi yi eso Ecobank Ghana, the Pan African Bank, Vodafone also the future is exciting ready Prostate 60, a healthy prostate, a healthy life, the Builders Bazaar, Rockstars Roofing Systems, and a JL Dankwa. So buena sounds of our time and so Nescafe Sweet and Creamy, Agbeve Herbal Center, and a Amponsa Ifa Pharmaceuticals, Obapa Company Limited, and a Cocoa Dairy Free Coconut Milk, Omunina Buena Dia Nonso. Ebremo. And the yentimi fa discussion segment no embremo, but your discussion segment and so Franco Trading Enterprise, Phone Papa Pafie, Bell Aqua Active, Stay True to Originality, Seahorse Engine Oil, Global Lighten, and a TCL, The Creative Life. Omunyina boy na yadi and discussion segment no ebremo. I'll come back to Ambassador Ambassador meaning initial reactions to what you've heard. Now
propaganda, obviously propaganda on a day special voting. There's so many things that the government is doing on this day that clearly shows that they're trying to, as it were, influence the minds again, the minds of especially the military and the security services. Yeah, to influence them in a way. There's a statement, crowd. I don't know whether you've seen that one from the presidency.
Yeah. On interdiction, you know.
Yeah, interdicting the guy, whoever went and manhandled the W01. Yeah. I mean, seriously speaking, I've been hinting at Sadniam. I say, since President Akufo-Addo bar office, if you like, the foot soldiers or the goons of the MPP administration started attacking police officers at the Flagstaff House, Obekaya. I've forgotten the name of the officer in question, but he was manhandled in a vehicle that he was driving.
Nanka
Bruce. Their conduct in Kumasi, Omoko regional office could throw somebody out. Their conduct in the courts, breakdown of discipline in this country right from the beginning. You see here that we are on this military officer. W01 or driving a car, and apparently there was siren from behind him. He didn't find a suitable place to stop his car, and we all saw what happened in the video footage. So and yes, and especially President because I also reported the credit fee Justice Short it's gathering dust on the shelf. That's what I say. And then I made reference to Abudani, also title
Nanado.
I think a lot of people seem to have forgotten, but some of us are old enough to remember what happened in 2002 when MPP Aban also at the time Yana and Dani. Almost high because the Attorney General at the time was the president sitting here now. President Akufo-Addo was the Attorney General. And even case the court in Waku Commission, I didn't almost charging two guys now watching one, for example, Yahimfo and Abakubi for murder. When you could not prove murder, you see, they try to play this legal thing on people's minds. The guys were seen carrying the body parts of the Yana. I mean, I know it as a fact because somebody witnessed it and I have it on tape.
But you were in power for 8 years and you did nothing.
Hang on, we were doing something on that one.
For 8
years. That was being investigated by national. See, President Mills allowed institutions to work. Do you understand? I mean, we have national security, we have the Attorney General Department, we have every CID, Munyamu working together to find the truth about who masterminded the killing of the Yana.
And what happened? Investigation.
To be honest with you, I wouldn't know, but maybe you'd ask somebody because I knew it was going on, and I actually pointed to one person who witnessed all that happened in the Yana's palace on the day, 27th March 2002.
But if we don't know the status of the investigation, now why
no.
do you say
it was raised here in a press conference and that is how come I've gone there. Yeah, it was raised there as if say he's achieved something wonderful. Did he tell who killed Diana? Could he tell us who killed Diana? The president is sitting down now. Does he not know what happened on the day leading to the death of Diana? So to come and say yeah, you broke a peace, fine, between Abdus and Andanis. Everybody wants peace. But you see, you don't commit a crime now when you're in government. Now, as I Obiewu, and in any part, you shouldn't wait for somebody to die before you start saying that, oh, we want peace. Because we could Obi Papa, Obi Wafa, Obi him, and Danis, And to just
I remember, sir, as part of more manifesto promises in 2008, you promised the people of Yendi, say you would find the killers of the Yana. You couldn't do it in 8 years.
You see, let me tell you, on the day that this thing happened, those who witnessed the short war on the day, if I may call it war, there was exchange of serious gunfire in Yendi. Mikai said Joy FM was the first to report that their gunfire. Government said there was no gunfire, all was cool. The die fine. If a government of the day headed by national security then was General Hamidu, and then Interior Minister was one, I think Mahama, I'm not too sure. But the two people said that all was okay in Yendi. When Joy, your reporter, had sent the message that there had been exchange of gunfire in the place, and it continued for several hours, probably days, until the Yana was killed. And that brought serious issues to contend with. Yes, I have the Waku Commission, so Kaya. They brought the two people who were arrested for carrying body parts of the Yana. You see, but say who born Abaso say at Attorney General that time he couldn't find the killers. They used CID and everything. They went there. They did all the investigation. Where are the killers? But let me tell you what the person.
That they couldn't find.
Let me tell you what the person.
The people of Yendi voted for the NDC based on a promise. You had 8 years to unravel who killed the Yana. That did not happen.
Let me tell you something. We'll allow institutions to work. It is not the government per se.
So why are you here talking about the same thing?
Because he raised it. He was the government of the day. He was Attorney General. The president who's there now was Attorney General and the day that the man was killed. And he had this also at that time. And he was the Attorney General. My position is the evidence, the information that we had from the ground, the person who witnessed it, said to us that those who committed, were not from Yendi. They were not, for them, it was not Ghanaian. Now, there was a government in office. During that fight, there was a military vehicle parked there. I don't know whether you know about this story very well, but I know it because I was in the office of the former President Jerry Rawlings at the time, and we were monitoring what was going on.
But does it matter now, Ambassador? Because said you're working now to all intent and purposes, the Kufuor administration then failed relative to the death of Yana. And you made a specific promise, say, Mube find the killers of Yana. You had 8 years to do that.
As we speak, nobody has found the killers.
Yes.
Because I am telling you, you see, those who took part in this thing were brought in by the government of the day and then they escaped afterwards. Those who did the killing.
What was the promise you gave? You knew they had
hang on.
But you promised that you find the killers.
Find out who killed this thing. Of course, we couldn't find it. We didn't say we're 100% this thing. But somebody committed a crime and you couldn't find a person. And now the person has become president when he was Attorney General at the time. So I'm asking questions there. So Obona who Samran is there on what bring you peace. You say, were you not Attorney General when the people were killed? The man was killed.
Okay. You requested for fortunately for you, audit service I think the Deputy Auditor General, the statement Abba.
What time?
This year, yes.
Okay.
But
is it the same person Who signed the
Yeah,
letter?
the person who signed the statement. You mean?
No, the one that came out.
Was her letter.
Okay,
Deputy Auditor General. But my main the first statement you referred to said the President of the Republic and Commander-in-Chief of the Ghana Armed Forces, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, has learnt with dismay report of an attack on a soldier by an official of the Bureau of National Communications of the National Security Council Secretariat, Gerard Nana Osei Tutu. Upon the President's instruction, the ministry responsible for national security has interdicted with immediate effect the said Mr. Gerard Nana Osei Tutu, and has commenced a full investigation into the incident. The military constitutes a key layer in the country's security architecture. Any infringement on the institution and its officers will not be tolerated. Signed, Kojo Opon Nkrumah, MP, Minister in charge of information. Intiano, any statement na Ambassador referred to earlier. Now let's go to the audit service. And this is a statement dated 1st December 2020. That's NE. Press statement. Or say, audit service report of 52.5 billion cedis transferred from GCB to unknown sources. Our attention has been drawn to a publication on social media in connection with our letter number EID/B.line/OAUD/20/7 issued on the 5th of October 2020 concerning our audit observation on transfer of tax receipts by GCB to unknown sources amounting to 52.5 billion Ghana cedis. Whilst we appreciate the public's interest in this audit, we wish to place on record that the audit in reference is a special audit exercise which was requested by the Honorable Minister of Finance, Ken Ofori-Atta, in a letter dated 15th August 2020, based on the mandate of the President under Article 1878. The request included the following: A. The confirmation of the transfer of receipts from the various transit accounts maintained by commercial banks into the respective BOG holding accounts from 2015 to date. B. Providing assurance that all CCVRs of customs dating back to from 2015 to date have been duly credited to the authorized bank account within the specified period. And C. To investigate and confirm that all transfers and debits in all government accounts were duly approved by the Controller and Accountant General and the Ministry of Finance from 2015 to date. Please be informed that our letter in circulation is one of the letters which we issued to participating commercial banks for their responses to infractions noted during our reconciliation of their statement. With the assistance of both the commercial banks and Bank of Ghana, we have been able to trace with satisfaction some of the transfers. The cooperation from the participating banks is encouraging, and we are hoping to complete the reconciliation exercise soon. In accordance with Article 187 of the 1992 Constitution, we intend surcharging any participating commercial bank who defaults in transferring tax receipts collected from the various transit accounts into the respective BOG holding accounts. Once again, we wish to assure the public that, as usual, we shall submit the audit report to Parliament when the exercise is completed. Signed, George Swansea Wemford, Deputy Auditor General for the Auditor General, and it's copied to the Acting Auditor General. In any statement, the Free Audit Service or Ambassador, you've heard the statement.
I'm not surprised.
A clear or doubt?
I'm not surprised. Okay. That this guy will be made to write such a letter. My point is that. My point is this. Before he wrote Sa letter to the managing director, had he usually audits, they invite people and ask you questions. who himself auditors when they come, they don't just go write a report without talking to the people who are responsible. Did he ask where the monies were?
But was that letter not a letter for more information?
No, listen. No,
but the letter was asking for
Auditor General comes into your office.
Yes.
Government department.
Yes.
I have had that audit thing done in before in London.
Okay.
They come to you, they'll have an initial chat with you, the head of the place. And they'll tell you sometimes the way they're going to go about their work.
Okay.
Now, when they start their work, and for any reason they suspect, say, BB is not gelling, they come back to you and ask you, or ask the relevant officers,
okay,
because we can't see it from the documents. And before you write that letter, he should have been, if he came to you and you knew what the money was, you could have told him where it was. And then, then we'll write our report saying that it is here. Now, they didn't do the entries properly. Now, for them to have written that official letter, it means that they were not satisfied with responses somebody ma. But say say the by 12 o'clock, a letter should come, oh, it's a mistake, man, say that, but eventually I'm sure others are looking at it. I'm sure others are looking at what he has written. And
he says a work in progress. The report will be sent to Parliament on the.
But so he says.
Yeah.
The probably should have allowed the Gomlevo to remain there as Auditor General, and probably they will see a different Obisa questions when he asked Osafo Mafo about Chrono.
Yeah,
his responses were not convincing to him, so he said they should charge him. This is what Auditor Generals do in other countries.
But his decision to surcharge Osafo Mafo was contested in court.
But my position is that he took a decision as Auditor General. That is his profession.
Okay.
Just like the special prosecutor. When you are the top person, your job is given to you. Now we are not satisfied. You should say what you want to say. He said his bit. Tom Levo has suffered for it. This one, he didn't want to wait for him to even be harassed or choked. So he left. The special prosecutor. So my position is, I'm not surprised that the same guy who writes this thing then comes out today to issue a statement. But when he wrote that thing, maybe another letter should have gone into the same file to say that we are satisfied with.
You don't have.
No, I'm only saying that. I'm only saying that the letter that you read was dated when? December 1st.
December 1st.
Yeah. You should have proved another letter that we were satisfied with your explanation, because we've written officially to you means that we are not satisfied with your response. So we write officially now to put it on record. So when if they had found it then and they got the right responses, and Quebec say another letter to neutralize it, we are satisfied with what your explanation you have given us, and we found the monies. Now you close this chapter now. This one is dated today.
Yeah.
Because Kevin Taylor came out yesterday with an attack. So obviously, you see, I'm not a prophet, but I said there was going to be a response, and it came eventually.
My main kind message is kakana fe memra wo hona yentoa so nin komo Ekosiisen so ni higher sempa 94.7 FM. Good day, Obi. It seems this interview is more of giving Mr. Smith a straw to clutch on in the face of a bad campaign. What did the NDC, do to find the killers in 8 years? By the way, is Mr. Smith not the same person who campaigned with some forged Prudential Bank statement of account in 2008? Please, Ghanaians are wiser and more discerning now, and will not fall for such cheap partisan politics. Was he a friend of Grandpa Asti or Menchia South?
Kaja is on find out Sasikana a free Prudential na and whom be some more party. So only the one tier no. One is
but that's different from
Prudential
people's accounts which were being bandied around.
Bandied around by who?
But that's what he's referring to.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Good evening, Obi. I remember the death of Yana during the era of President Kufuor and the NPP government, when for days the Yana's palace was under siege. Despite the proximity of the military and police to the Gbewa palace, there was no intervention with the excuse that there was no battery on the armored car station there. Eventually, the Yana and several of his people in the palace were killed. Minister for Interior, Honorable Malik Yakubu Al-Hassan, was heard on Joy FM saying calm is returning to Yendi at a time when the late Yana was being murdered. The Attorney General at the time was Anado, now the President of the Republic, and we all know the charges leveled against the culprits. So nobody needs to be praised for bringing peace to Dagbon. Alfred Kojo Tradels and Onodiwe Abba. Okay, this one says, kindly ask Ambassador Victor Smith to speak to this woman whose issue he helped all over the airwaves at the time. And he sent a link to a story which says, I'm still waiting for my twins with Giselle Yazi Kofo. Giselle Yazi issue.
He was making the rounds on the media.
You published that?
I didn't.
You didn't publish that?
I didn't publish that, no.
You published the missing gold from our vaults? You published that story in the Standard? No?
Yes. That one I remember.
But that was false.
No.
You knew it was false.
No, I didn't know it was false. Where would I pick up the information from?
At the time, no one him say false.
I didn't know.
So where did you get it from?
No, but I've forgotten. This is a long time story we are talking about. But if something's missing, they are missing. See, the can't and somebody will come and answer. Look, we said that this government is a clearinghouse, and it's true. It's a clearinghouse.
No, but you agree, said the story the Standard published then.
No. I mean,
was false. It was not true.
No. I wouldn't publish a false story.
But it turned out to be a false story.
When we're publishing about Yana and things, did you say it was false?
Did you apologize for the missing gold?
No. I don't think I apologized at the time. I believed it to be true, and I still don't know. I can't remember the
circumstances.
Yeah, the circumstances. So I can't really be seen.
Eventually, a bar saying no.
No. At the end, a bar saying no. What was the proof? Said you don't know it. I don't know it. This thing happened about 2006 or thereabout. I can't remember 2006 something. And
but you listen to
2020, you want to?
I didn't
listen to that one. No.
He denied. He said it was campaign talk.
No. But that is Steve Ikwete. Ikwete was not writing for any paper of mine. He wasn't writing for me. He's a friend of mine, but.
And you still stand by his story? No?
I don't remember the story.
I
don't remember the story.
Missing gold.
I don't remember the story.
Really?
The business I do remember that Yana's is there. Can you tell me the sequence of events that time it led to the death of Yana? Can you remember Obi? I didn't tell you. You can't remember.
Okay. Where's the Obi? Kindly Obi, kindly ask Ambassador Smith if the Attorney General was the personal bodyguard of Yana, and because trust person is a president too, you want to tell Ghanaians that he was the Attorney General. What kind of talk is that?
You want to actually believe that the president had such a question? It's being cheeky. So are you like the president, the Attorney General was the bodyguard of a? Aren't we supposed to be protected by the government? By the government. I mean, so what is he talking about? Security is a very important function of government. Now all is well. Police for soldier for the moment the Yana was killed, the armored car moved. How did that happen? But suddenly started. They should ask questions. All those questions, who should ask them? But there was an Attorney General. 8 years. No. Promised stop pushing. Stop pushing this thing back on us. No, but it was a campaign issue. Somebody pushed that campaign. If you preside over the killing of a Yana, she one of the reasons why Rawlings never liked President Akufo-Addo. I'm telling you, because you presided over the killing and you said there was nothing happening there until the man was. But he came to like him before he died. Maybe he had found out the truth, which you didn't know. Anna. No, it's not true. It's not true. Wait, okay. Mama share some other messages now for Yen Twaso. Obi, ask Ambassador Victor Smith, how much was the 3-month-old BMW 7 Series? Car from the presidential fleet. Ambassador. Or say, is his sole aim for Mohammed's return to satisfy his personal needs? Ghanaians are wide awake and won't go back to the era when brand new government cars were sold. You're obviously an MPP person. Samuel Brian Boabe. It's obviously an MPP person talking. We are allowed to buy used cars when we are leaving office. Salon. Is it not after a certain number of years? Well, I don't know, but that car was 3 months. No, he's the liar. Whoever he is a liar. He doesn't know it as a fact. So how many years? Whoever somewhere, whatever Boabing is. Yeah, I don't know who he is, but he doesn't know it as a fact. He doesn't know a fact because that car, I was entitled to it, and I faced the chief of staff on that one. Was it a 5-year-old car? It's I'm sure it's more than that. 2011 car.
A 2011 car.
Yeah. What are they talking about? And this is 2017 when I had the car. So 2017 and 2011. How many years?
That's
6 years.
Yes.
And I was legally entitled to it. So when they tried to take it, I said, okay, we'll go to court. Because I didn't go to the Flagstaff House to go and take a vehicle. And I paid the taxes and everything on the vehicle. What are they talking about?
But was it a BMW 7 Series?
It was a 3 Series. It was a 5 Series.
5 Series.
Yeah.
And how much did you pay for it?
I don't want to guess, but I paid my taxes on it.
The taxes, not the actual amount for the
You
car.
were asked to pay for a vehicle.
Okay.
It was assessed by state transport.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Every government vehicle that is SSC will go take it and value it. And then you take it and pay taxes and pay the money to the Bank of Ghana. I did all that. What are they talking about?
You don't remember how much you exactly paid?
Not exactly.
And they
not
own
exactly. Not exactly. Oh, they insult too much.
Sir.
I don't want to mention a figure that it turns out to be not
But
exactly.
they knew 20,000.
Bro.
About 20,000. And they knew 50,000. They knew 50,000.
Probably between 30 and 50.
and 50.
It was a used car I was beaten. But I bought it because it was offered to me and I thought, why not? If I'm entitled to it. If I wasn't entitled to it, I won't have it. The chief of staff thought I wasn't entitled to it. When I went to see her, we sat down, we looked at it. I was entitled to it. So she let it go.
Okay. Wait, sir. Did he say Rollins never lied Akufo-Addo? Hey.
Then I was talking about Yana's killing.
Yeah.
The old JJ, may he rest in peace, was always crying that thing had to be investigated because he knew it was coming and the MPP carried out that dastardly act and killed the Yana, cut his head off, cut his hand off.
No, don't talk like that.
I'm sad. I'm sad. We saw it happen.
I've told you, you should be mindful of your stature in our society.
Oh, please.
Don't make some of these pronouncements.
And some being Ghana and kra ayawaso West go you pay plank for the report. What did the president do about it?
He set up a commission of inquiry.
No, what did he do with the report?
He issued a white paper.
Oh, please. Look, we just had any yo.
No, but sir,
these people shouldn't crash this country.
Not mandated.
We shouldn't crash the country. I beg
to
you.
admit all recommendations from the commission of inquiry.
I beg you. Yana was killed. Attorney General made boo-boo of the whole case. Yana has been buried since. Obi Papa, Obi Wafa. What is this? The truth ought to be told. Is it not true that the man was killed under the watch of a government of the NPP, and of which the Attorney General was Nana Akufo-Addo?
It's also true the NDC in opposition then promised to find the killers.
Are you?
It was a major campaign.
Are you fighting for the NPP?
I am not fighting.
I'm not here to. I'm here to engage you in the facts. I put the facts down. NDC came after MPP.
Yes.
And I'm sure there's a report there, whatever they were trying to investigate.
Yes.
But the missing links were there because the people who carried out that dastardly act, I am informed by somebody who witnessed it that they were non-Ghanaian. So who brought them here? Who was in government? Who were the national security people? Where are they? General Hamidu, Yakubu.
What did your investigations find?
I don't have a report here. I'll call Attorney General at the time. They'll give me a report. But I wasn't the Attorney General. I would have told you straight away.
What your investigations found? Yeah. Okay. Ekosiisen so high Asempa 94.7 FM. Many Ambassador Victor Smith and Aidin Komo. Lot and lot of messages coming through. I'll come back to them and read all of them for you. Many ambassadors so 6 days to elections. Ambassador, what can say you are very convinced that the NDC is winning this election?
Fact.
You are
winning. We win the election. Now, so be about trust between Chimi and Sanu there. We are ready for them.
Now, why in the
no, nothing like Ayawaso to happen in next week. Nothing like Ayawaso. We know they are training people in certain places in the eastern region. I know because some of the senior police officers have told us that they say they should help them. Who the hell are they? This country belongs to some people.
Training which people?
Not the vigilantes. Why? Police uniforms. Say CCC there, you issue directives that nobody should wear khaki. Because our khaki in a big create Ayawaso. So it became synonymous to Ayawaso. And you say Mobia and check khaki, don't Mobia and grow beard. I mean, so all those descriptions have been given by IGP. Now they're sewing police uniforms. They're old and the new uniforms for the election. Elections, you better brand new uniform. Because it won't work.
But we are voting today, are we not?
Oh yeah.
What did Takashibi or baby?
Debbie. I haven't followed it. I heard a few things. Say been more some Instagram and maybe a photo. And so meanwhile I overheard your friend saying man on in the Kasayano.
Yes, Rebo
or can be said the one and on your kind of the best back on vice chairman.
Yeah.
Said they won't allow phones or something like that
into the voting.
And so today we're seeing it all over the place. We're seeing it in social media. Whether it is fake, I don't know. These days in agriculture, if something is fake, I won't be able to tell. So I take everything with a pinch of salt when I see it in media. But at least we are seeing things like that coming from the special voting. But I'm talking about the main one,
which is
December 7, Monday, December 7. Let nobody try to intimidate nobody. Let us have a free and fair election, and Ghana will be better off.
With experience in Ghana over the years, elections are actually a day. Say Oscane across the country, which areas are going well for you? I mean, you need more traditional strongholds, no? The last time John Mahama
Ashanti is going well for us.
Hey,
you'd be amazed. I was there with President Mahama.
Ashanti region,
yeah,
going well for the end.
I'm telling you.
In what sense? Say Murini seats maybe I can
no, it's going well for us for President Mahama.
Ashanti region.
Yeah.
Meaning say you would
because a lot of them are not happy with the president and the Ekofo-Addo.
Oh really?
Yeah, they are Chim Mafia. They are not happy. The Ashantis are not happy.
No, but don't be repeating a characterization. I was a one pair. We are Chim.
What you call it? Me a chimney.
Yeah. So this
is a Chim Mafia.
You are stereotyping your people.
Hang on. A Chim specific group of people. Please don't, words that me use to know. Me your chini. Me a mafia. Me a Sakawa. There's a group around the president. They were so labeled. Nana Kumia Kasano. Did you see how you spoke about President Mahama in his propaganda? Yes, he's here. He talked down to the president, somebody who has occupied that seat even before your president became president. You talk to him anyhow. You refer to him as like a scum of the earth. Please, if they can do it, we can do it better.
Okay. In the Ashanti region, Ekoye mamo. Already more
for Volta there.
More strongholds, no.
Greater Accra is going very well.
Greater Accra.
I'm telling you.
Unim number of seats are more Greater Accra.
Mother, see, it's going well. I'm not talking about the past.
You will win majority.
We will take the other seats. We'll take the seats as many as you can. Are you be paying?
Greater Accra.
I wouldn't say are you be paying. I know where.
Oh no, I know.
After President Kufuor, we took majority of the seats. So I'm telling you that it's going well. Greater Accra.
Central,
I'll check on Central. But I think we've done some good work on the ground there. I also went with President Mahama on the rounds in Central. We went in Eastern. I went with him to Ashanti, a bit of it before President Rawlings died. And then I went to Volta. And I'm working in Greater Accra.
Na muko Eastern, no? When to me and call ho. Adentia.
In Dwangwahi.
When to me and call Ochifi, like Achem.
Oh, which Chebi.
Yes.
That's it. Last time I made a comment somewhere there. Midi Ochehi, Midi no ya okakra. Oyimpon atisana uka say uka chem say me baha. Me ni Kwame Zu asem ne ba.
Yeah, Kwame
baha. And made representation and try to bring peace. Yeah. I worked at it very hard with a chairman of Osampofu and flag bearer JDM.
Yeah.
To broker peace. And my boy Nico Pachon and all that. Then we see Ochihini publicly declaring for Nana Akufo-Addo. I asked myself, wait a minute. You call a Menchiano Otumfo, he measured in what he said about politics and the politicians, the two of them or the political parties. He was measured in the way he spoke. So how come you declare for the Ekofo-Addo when we were just beginning to campaign? Into our media, the Musu Yao, or make him a damful. Nana, Ochehe, Amotia,
yes.
I knew him very well before he became Ochehe. But to declare, it makes it almost impossible for you to even, go to him. He said, no, there was no program in Chebi. There was no program.
But Chebi is a critical town no. in the eastern region.
No. It's not a critical town. It isn't.
Oh, okay.
It isn't. It's a small town.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying a small town.
So what is critical about it?
A town that hosts a king of his stature, no? A town where you cannot just downplay.
Yes. So I come from the same area.
Critical.
Yeah, but I'm not biased in the way I think about things.
Okay.
The ways he is declared for somebody.
Okay.
Personally, if my views had been sought on the matter, I would have said that there's no point. Really. There's no point. Because if I had gone there, maybe I would have put him in a very awkward situation. How do you then respond to us? Would he have said the same thing about your mama? That, me support you, he wouldn't have. Because I don't suppose even the president asked him to do that. But he decided to do it for the president because of Odinia. Do you get my point?
Yeah.
So I got disappointed in that particular, No. And I called his chief of staff and made it clear to him that I'm disappointed. That he shouldn't have come out so clearly the way he did.
But if
other smaller chiefs and other chiefs in places makes no promotion. But if you are viewed as Ohimpong, now yes, sir. Put yourself in a very.
By him, once no creates a wedge between your party because when
there was no wedge. We solved the problem.
Are you sure? So
we solved the problem because even you try a bomber Kwame Zunu, he cancelled it. Also, maybe in Tiashi for free.
Okay.
Also, there be but just a book of because Penifone can say you move in 100 now all those things, funny things that they say, So they want to change. Change is on Capri. It's okay, but people should guard their utterances. Then I hear this type of thing. I watched it and I thought, this is sad for me.
Now, so who send you my papa?
No, I don't believe that. I don't believe that he saw my papa be actually so. But we're talking about the whole country. The wire much asphalt in Chebi or building a palace amano and we see library and we see cemetery. Me feature me your chini me chimi buakwa if you could to me.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Until they even say I think about the whole country. Everybody should be given an opportunity to make progress. Every Ghanaian, you deserve to be given an opportunity to live in dignity. Now, I will not accept that today. I will not accept that tomorrow. This country must be helped. People must be helped to make progress in their lives. People can insult and do all that they want to do on partisan lines. But my position is one of Ghanaians, all people who live in Ghana must be given an opportunity or opportunities to grow and to live better lives and to look after their families.
Ambassador, yadi yankomo ne beba ewiye except to say me share how Nioma core in the eastern region. I don't know which seats you are targeting since that's your region.
Well, we have 6.
Yeah, you have 6 now.
Yeah.
It is here in the eastern region. Yes, 6 and MPP 27. In the 6 more targets.
Okay.
Yes, in all 33.
33, yeah.
In the 27 and I'm more 6. In more targets.
You Fantiakwa North.
Fantiakwa North. Ekramusis, yeah.
No.
What's
your target?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of the areas we're looking at. We're looking at Suhum. We're looking at Ayensuano.
Suhum.
Yeah.
Na Suhum de mubese de aje.
Oya beje.
Suhum. And I'm beje Ayensuano. Hey.
I didn't. Can we not aspire to that annexation? Aboko North is okay. Aboko North.
Okay.
Ayensuano, Suhum, and Fantiakwa North. And Apamanya. Assesswa.
Yeah.
I'm saying so you better find also. Because I know internal wranglings been a sleepy core MPP.
But I wouldn't say even the seats you have now, and it's also a Sojaman, for example, Murini with 1,825 votes difference.
Yeah.
Are you still comfortable?
Yeah. I know what they are trying to do there, but I can tell you that we are also ready for them. Because registration, what I saw was nasty. Our agents were beaten, slapped in my presence. I was standing with the MP.
I
didn't try. Yes, we'll take a picture of some macho men who were coming. One of those macho men who was arrested by the police because we went and reported to the police turned out to be somebody, a military man from the Flagstaff House. What is the meaning of this? And then bully, and I informed the U.S. Embassy about it. And I keep informing the international community about it. That they should watch this election very carefully. Somebody goes to beat our guy, and he's from Jubilee House. So the police let him go.
And you reported that to the U.S. Embassy? That he was from the Jubilee House?
I'm trying to give them instances of the government's involvement in trying to do whatever they are trying to do. Why shouldn't I tell them?
But had you investigated to ascertain the facts of a Jubilee House and also
listen, the police released him and told us why they released him. Yeah, because the senior man came and said that he's from here.
Unim say,
no, that particular so yeah, we said it's a close one. Yes, we are aware of whatever. Okay. And the guy called Paul Ansan is trying anything bringing back to military presence, soldier at registration, so we can anticipate the ABC next week. And so we are ready for them.
So it's a seat you would maintain.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Yes. Lower Menya Krobo. You want the lower.
We have it.
And MPP winning the upper. And the lower no, winning with 327 votes.
You know, and also internal problems can create it is our problem by Telabi. He's held it for some time. You know that?
Yeah.
We're going to help him to hold it onto it. I know internal problems within the party and the covers our problems.
But 327 votes different.
And there was a problem. Okay. We have internal problems. You can end up in that situation.
Okay.
Sometimes because you lose a seat, like Upper Manya, and you see internal at primaries, and the equipment chamber and MPP.
Now me share Upper West Hakim. So the Upper West Hakim.
Adesso.
And who is a movie with just 430 votes?
We still won. One vote credit winning.
But that can slip.
No, it doesn't follow.
Okay.
It depends on where Kaya or
okay.
And okay. Look, I've been to all those places. We're looking at Akwetia.
Akwetia?
Yes.
You want to win Akwetia too?
We want to win Akwetia too.
But you know the NPP's candidate in Akwetia?
Well, I don't have a problem with that one. We still think that we have a good chance. And we are working at it. Look, this is serious work. We want to do good things for the people of this country. And yeah, partisan, the money here, you know. The majority of Ghanaians need to be helped. You see, you should see it as such. Not the Ubenya. I could go and sit somewhere and eat my little fufu from time to time, but
Ambassador, we wish you well. Next week, Monday, nyame boya to abani we ye kan we a ye bese di nkomo bio. Why?
Mate.
Ye bese di obi. Me so me da se pa nyame Ambassador Victor Smith, former Ghana High Commissioner to the United Kingdom, and motesi ene no AD nkomo. The ebe